Welcome back, insufferable gaming fans. Your old pal Rosser here. I think the last episode was a little bit dry and science-y, but since then, there's a new update. So I thought today we'd maybe play around with a few more rocket designs, or just toy designs, and take a look at some of the new stuff. Now, I'm not sure if my save will port over correctly, but we're going to attempt the upgrade. Let's do it. We'll see if our... Oh, and here's the new Space Center. It looks like we've got an astronaut training facility now, so that's neat, and we can rotate. But let's go to the tracking station, if we can find it. Is this the tracking station? This is the tracking station. So it looks like we still have our vehicles in orbit. So that's good. We can continue right where we left off. Let's check in on the Sun Puncher 2 and see how things are going there. Chadrod Kerman is still in attendance. Still orbiting recklessly around the Kerbal Sun, or Kerbal, or whatever you'd care to call it. But let's head back to the Space Center. We still have a chance to save them, people. We still have a chance. Let's see. New in this update is the Astronaut Complex, where we can train our brave Kerbal astronauts. Looks like we have applicants with assorted stats, and we have already hired or trained. Let's see. It looks like we've got these three still there. Now we can see stats. Interesting. And we haven't lost anyone in this update yet, so I'm sure this will fill up pretty fast. But let's head back. Let's play around a bit. They've also got brand new terrain. And they've got, apparently, some new parts and whatnot. So, let's see if we can make some sort of exploration probe. Because I think that's a great idea. And the way we're going to do this is start with a probe body, which will need electricity. So we'll want to put some batteries and whatnot on it first. But first, let's do some... Well, let's do some aerodynamics first. We'll stick a nose cone on there. Okay, this is the larger of the control units, I believe. Let's get a smaller one in there. Because I don't want a huge thing, because we might want to do some barnstorming. That looks a little more like it. Stick a nose cone on the top. And we'll want some manner of fuel tank. Not sure what kind of new parts we have yet, but we'll find them. We'll stick a small one on there, and then I want some small efficient engines, I believe. Let's see, how efficient is this? 300 at sea level. 300 at sea level. That's pretty much the same thing, though. I have trouble actually seeing where things are. 320 at sea level. Well, we'll just get some small ones for now, because that's all I really want. And we're going to have... Oh. The SAS system has been improved. So let's pop one of those bad boys on there. Now we're going to need electricity for this. So we'll want utility. We'll want some rechargeable battery packs. Let's see what kind we got. 400 or 100. Let's stick a couple of 100s on there. And we'll also probably want some solar panels so that it doesn't run out of charge. Where do we find the solar panels? Parachute, illuminator for lights. Maybe under sciencey stuff? No. Structural, control, propulsion. I don't know, let's just look around until we find them. I feel like they should be under utility. Yeah, photovoltaic panels. These seem to give us... These ones over here anyway, give us a charge of 2 per second. I'm not sure what the difference here is aside from size. Let's just look at them here. We'll put a few of them on. That should do nicely, I guess. We'll find out eventually. And what else do we need? Since I want to do kind of a roving probe kind of deal, I'm going to want to go into symmetry mode and structural. We're going to want some I-beams, because I-beams solve everything, as we've already determined previously. Okay, let's angle these. Not like that. That's closer. Let's angle these up a bit. You know, I think I'll go with 4 of them instead of 6. That seems a bit overkill. And I think I'll also go with the longer ones. Surely this will not cause problems in any way, he said knowingly. And we'll just tack these on to the ends here. Try to tack them on straight if we can. And we'll do the same setup for these. We'll put some nose cones on them. And some small engines. Are these vectoring engines? Yes, thrust vectoring enabled. That's a bit small. I may have picked the wrong fuel tank. I don't think I did. Let's look at it from above. Yeah, this is right. So what was this again? This thing. Not a super great vectoring range, but we'll work with it. Cool. Alright, what else we need? Stability. Let's put some struts on these bad boys. We'll put struts from here to here. That'll keep it nice and stable, in theory. Everything works in theory. And we'll add some along this line. Again, we'll try to line it up well. There we go. That should add much needed stability. What else do we need for stability? Probably lots of stuff. But that should be enough to take off for now. I have no idea how this will work, so I guess we'll save it as something. How about the sketchy probe? I feel as though I should want some sort of landing struts, but one thing at a time. We'll see if it'll at least sit straight. If not, we'll know. Oh, I forgot to stage the engines properly as well, I do believe. That's okay. I can fix them here on the launch pad. Nope, they're all in the same place. So that will sit straight for now. May want to make some minor adjustments later. So, what we can do is we can turn on the SAS, and we can probably look to see how things are going, how these panels are doing. Oh, we have to extend them. I did not know that. See, that is interesting. There's probably some sort of button for that. But we'll just pop them out now and see if they can survive the flight in their extended state. Yeah, see, now they're gathering power. Now, what I want to do is I want to lift off very slowly and see if we can get some gentle thrust. Just kind of lift us up a bit. Yep, there we go. If we throttle down, it looks like we can kind of hover. I don't want to go too far, so we're just going to try to fly around a bit. I may need to learn how to make fine adjustments to my... Oh, there go my solar panels. Well, on the bright side, at least this is working in theory. Let's see if we can find anything interesting to look at. It could happen. And we can use the rotation to kind of guide ourselves. Let's try to get up a little more speed. Cut the thrust a bit. It looks like I'm going to need to go with jet engines at the very least. Though this is interesting. We've got at the very least a proof of concept here. And proof of concept is all I really wanted. Well, let's kind of try to stabilize a bit. See if we can bring her in for a landing without crashing horrifically. And how do we do that, I wonder? This might take some getting used to. And also some better engines and fuel tanks. But we've got ourselves a neat little Probo-Dobo type deal. slowly. That's a little too much. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to tweak these controls, but we've got ourselves a kind of neat little hovercraft dealie. So there's that at least. Whoa, 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 whoa! The same thing happened to my remote control helicopter. Space Center. Warning, you were throttled up. The game cannot be saved at this point. Okay, so I guess we gotta throttle down before we can hit the Space Center. Alright. Well, that was semi-successful. Now let's take a look and maybe check out some spaceplane design. Now that we've got this new kind of SAS system, perhaps my slingshot ghetto sled will be a little easier to control. Let's find out. This was the version before I added the counterweight. And I've thought of a few of improvements that I wanted to make to it since then, but, you know, one thing at a time. Let's just launch it as is and see if the improved SAS system will give us a flight, a stable flight, or at the very least, a really long glide. We got Bill Kerman in there. I'm sure he's freaking thrilled to be on this particular glory mission. Let's try her out. Let's turn the SAS off and see if we can get anywhere. Oh, wait, here we go. Oh god, eject, eject! Too late. Let's try this again. With a little less failure. I like that revert option. We might have to do a bit of wiggling to get this thing on the road. Not going super great. Not at all, not at all. Try again. I may have to just redo this whole plan from scratch. Let's try it without the SAS this time and see if we can get anywhere. Okay, that's pretty bad. Alright, looks like we may have to scrap this design for now. But we can go back to the hangar if we want. So there's that. Okay, good to know. We kind of are learning where we stand. I guess we can load some of the stock planes and see if we can get some of them to work. Let's try this Ares 4A. Don't believe I've tried that. A bit too technical. I just want something I can cruise around and look at the scenery with. What else we got? Raven Spear, rocket-powered vertical takeoff or landing. Well, I'll give it a shot. Let's see if we can just get off the ground One of the main problems I think I have is that I don't remember how to retract the landing gear on these things. Yes, jet engines, much more stable, much more useful. Whoa. Alright, we'll turn on the SAS. Throttle down a bit. Yeah, it looks like we can actually fly a bit more easily now. Whoa. Maybe not. Maybe not at all. Okay, we've pulled this out. I'm gonna turn off the SAS for a bit here and just fly about. See if I can see anything interesting. See, now we've got mountains and stuff in the background, which is cool. SAS back on! SAS back on! I think it may take me a while to get used to this, well, pretty much everything. But we've got some mountains in the background now. Let's go over there, take a look. Definitely going to have to familiarize myself with the fine-tuned controls. I wonder if I can level out a bit. There we go. Now we should be able to just head right over there. Those are farther away than I expected. At least we're holding stable, and isn't that the important thing? My God, they're a million miles away. Oh, it would probably help if I retracted the landing gear. I know there's a quick key for this, I just don't know what it is. Fuselage, no. How do I retract that landing gear? Let's just start hitting buttons. Wasn't that one. Wasn't that one. Wasn't K. Wasn't L. Wasn't I. You did something. Oh, that turned my light on. Gears. Okay, we can hit it up there and retract them. Just wish I knew what the hotkey was. I believe we've got a little less drag now. Let's fly around this mountaintop and head back. Were those birds down there or something? It would also help if I knew how to center the camera to be directly behind the flight at all times. Again, these are things that I'm sure I'll pick up later. Bill Kerman seems to be scared out of his gourd. I don't blame him. Here's the view from his side. Ah yes, lovely mountains we've got. But apparently, the planets are a lot more fleshed out like this now. So, we'll just do a quick loop. Yeah, if I could get the camera to behave the exact same way it does in Star Fox, I'll be set. Easier said than done, I imagine. Yeah, you just keep, we'll probably have to turn SAS off for this. High bank turn. I suck at flying! I regret this! Things are exploding all over the place. Turn that SAS back on. This wasn't going well. Ah. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. A death spin. Can we, straighten up a little bit? Would that be too much of a problem? That would apparently be a huge problem. Come on. Don't do it. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Mister, you're getting on my last nerve. Alright. Let's pull things around a bit. I said around, not straight down to the ground. Yeeks and craps. My God, I can't fly. Down, down, down you go. There we go. A little more. I think I may need to switch my control scheme for one. Because this doesn't seem to be working super awesome. Stop that spinning. 'Tis silly. Oh, for crap's sake. Can we not, maybe just bring our, perceived vector up a bit? Would that be too much to ask? If this were an air show, people would be fleeing in terror by now. Crap, crap, crap! And there you have it. I'm either going to have to do something about the controls or get a lot better. But we saw a little bit of the scenery, so that was neat. Let's see. Let's do some quick course corrections with our other mission, since we're already in the game. We'll head to the tracking station. I believe this is the tracking station. It is. And we're just going to switch over to our rescue vessel. Although they're both named the same, so I forget exactly which one was the rescue vessel. Let's try this. If it has gas left, it was the rescue vessel. No, this was the other one. This was the one that didn't work at all. For whatever reason. Whatever reason. Oh, gotta throttle it back down, of course. To switch. Very important. Here is our rescue vessel. The one that contained the indomitable Jebediah Kerman. So, let's see if we can change our vector here a bit. We should be able to flatten this out when we get around to it, assuming we figure out which direction we are currently orbiting in. We're heading this way. So I want to put a maneuver node here. and see if we can flatten this out a bit. That looks almost perfect. Almost. It'll have to do. And while we're at it, we can... See, I don't know which of these is supposed to raise and lower our apoapsis and periapsis, etc. But we'll start with one maneuver at a time. So, what's the ETA on this one? 40 minutes. And our estimated burn time is not applicable for some reason. Not really sure why, but I'm just going to get myself situated first. There we go. There's the maneuver node. Yes, our SAS seems to be working beautifully now. But why is the burn time non-applicable? I done fucked up. I done messed up bad. Why did I, Okay, so, we need to mount a rescue mission for Jebediah Kerman. I guess we'll get to that next time. Until then, this is your old pal Rosser. Take a drink.